Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. And hey, Deadvasm, good to see you again. Always cool to see you catching the streams. It's been a while. Oh, there's double audio. Oh no. Oh, stop it. There we go. That got awkward for a bit there. Anyways, hey, good evening to everyone. Sorry it's been so quiet on this channel. I won't waste too much time explaining things like I always do, and instead get straight to it. We did some thumbnailing last time. I'm thinking of trying to convert this one into a sketch. So I'll just do some quick sketching. Hey Thomas, good to see you. So I'll just do a quick sketch. I'll see if this, I like this idea. I'll see if I can make it into a slightly more complicated thing, and if we can, that'll be great. And after that we might be doing some fun fan art doodles, like some quick fan art stuff. So pretty, I've got a few different things planned for this one. Hopefully you'll all stick around to see where it leads. It's been a while, so I'll probably be rusty as always. But always feel free to offer your feedback. It only helps me get back into the rhythm faster if you're just honest about all the different things that happen right here on the screen. So, in the background is Insane in the Rain Music, who does a lot of jazzy stuff on YouTube. Check him out if you want to, if you like the jazzy kind of music. I think this is a track from Undertale. Right, so the basic gist of this piece is the two characters are sitting on a bench. I kinda like the simplicity of it, so that's what I'm going to try to capture. I also need to keep an eye out for all the right. Well, let's just get started. No use in stalling, I guess. Well, this idea is pretty simple, pretty basic. I've grabbed some references just to get started with. And I ended up explaining for a pretty long time anyway, even though I said I wasn't gonna. Right, so we're gonna be looking straight at this starting to look a bit more like a couch than a bench, but we'll fix that. A bench is essentially just a slim couch, right? Maybe it needs to be a bit higher up. By the way, the perspective is probably all messy, but I'll fix it in post. Right, so I'm gonna be handling the individual planks of this thing like once we've got more down, because I should be getting the basic idea down and then focusing on details. Right, so we've got a bench. Kind of looking at it from the side. Like a little bit off center, like maybe we want to push it more to the right or to the left, but let's just get a basic idea down. Yeah, kind of leaning in this direction. With a cup of coffee in the other hand. Don't want the hands to be at the exact same angle, or you'll get this weird effect. So what I did here was cross his legs, but I think that kind of doesn't fit. Like, I kept doing it in different examples. I'm not sure why. I guess I thought it was like a fitting pose. But he is Benedict, right? He's not gonna be sitting all scrunched up. That's more Josephine's thing, because she's really considerate of the space she's taking or whatever. So maybe he'll be sitting kind of widely instead. Like maybe with one leg over the edge. Nah, that would be uncomfortable, I guess. Just spitballing. Vote now on your phones. How should Benedict sit? Anyway, we can have him sit like real wide. He's sitting so wide, I'm sure some people would complain about it. But anyways, how are you guys doing, Dadvasm and Thomas? Having a pleasant evening, I hope. Right, his head should be also slightly tilted to the side, I guess. For now I'm going kind of egg-shaped because he's an egghead. Who's an egghead? Eggface? And all such hilarious references. By the way, if you just joined, this is Insane in the Rain music. As in, that's not me, but that's the person playing the music in the background. Maybe kinda... I get the feeling that this looks a little bit awkward. Let's go with it for now and see what we can change about it. We're still in the early phases. The whole point of this piece is to get an idea down, so, you know. Here's a problem. The design of this bench doesn't allow Josephine to sit quite like that. She would have to be sitting over over the edge like that. That would look kind of weird. Oh, that's a bother, that Vesum. And there's no power left on the phone either. Anyways, we're just doing a simple block out of the characters for now. Like I keep getting tempted to draw his hair on there because it's fun, but I should get the basic idea down first. Oh, that is pretty annoying. Well, hopefully you can't use another phone or something. No one to borrow one from. This is a bother, so I can take this edge off, but then it'll look weird and asymmetrical, right? That's annoying. Hopefully you can get by without it for a while. At least Sunday's not too far off. Well, you can just have Josephine sit forward and see how that goes. Like, so you'll notice Benedict is kind of sitting in this backwards relaxed pose, so we want Josephine to be a bit more like bent over, bent under the responsibilities or something like that. It's kind of tough to get a dress this wide on a chair like this. Like maybe it would kind of fold over. No, that would be kind of weird. Well, it wouldn't be comfortable to sit in that. Maybe she needs casual clothes. But I kind of want to emphasize how not casual she is. Right, so her legs would be kind of like this. Yeah, maybe kind of... Just experimenting with the pose a little bit here. Oh, hey Robin, welcome to the stream. Lots of people visiting tonight. That's always nice. Oh, whoops! I just accidentally opened Skype again, like a fool, Skyping in his spare time. Whoops. Anyways, hello again, everyone. For those of you who just entered the stream, last time we made some thumbnails. I was looking for a fun but simple illustration to introduce my two characters and the color scheme in all at once, like to really find a piece that could define the relationship between these characters. And now I'm gonna try and sketch it out a little bit more with a few more details to see how that'll go. Hi Robin, welcome to the stream. I guess I'll do at least a little bit of their hair, because I like it. We wouldn't want this to get boring, would we? What are characters without an interesting haircut? It definitely lacks the energy of this, but what are you gonna do when characters are sitting down? Sitting down is usually not the most dynamic pose. I'll get them in an action pose someday, don't you worry. But for now I just want a piece that is more on the atmospheric and quiet side. So, Twitch recently announced this affiliate program. So, essentially right now you've only got the partner system, wherein you can only become a partner and start earning money on Twitch. If you have if you meet certain standards, like a certain few hundred viewers. Okay, I just made the hair look dumb. Let's take that back a few steps, because... So they've announced this affiliate program so that people who don't necessarily meet the very high standards of a Twitch partner can still earn money, which is of course interesting to me, because you know me, I am the greediest man alive. It's all about the money. But on a serious note, it is quite it would be quite nice to be able to earn something from streams. So what they're going to do is they're going to have more levels of Twitch partnership. So it starts a Twitch affiliate, and for that you need at least a few viewers and at least let's say, I think they said at least 300 minutes of streaming in a month. and at least 7 unique streaming days in a month. So that's an interesting standard to set. As of yet, I haven't kept to that very well. I think I can do a certain amount of minutes per month because my streams are pretty long, but 7 streams in a month would mean I need to do on average about 2 per week, and I haven't even been sticking to 1 per week. So it's
Thanks for checking out my cover of Ghost Battle from Undertale.
Okay, you got it. Thanks. Honestly, I don't like it when people put talk at the end of their music videos. I didn't open the video to hear you talk. Nah, it's fine. I'm just being a jerk. But yeah, so I'm wondering, like, if I invest, like, Twitch partner would have been essentially impossible for me to do as a freelancer. But Twitch affiliate I could reach maybe if I keep if I stick with it, you know. Like if I start taking streaming like a bit more seriously, see if I can't get like a set amount of hours every month in, that could be a big help already to, you know, to potentially become a Twitch affiliate. So here's hoping, you know. But anyway, that's all in the far off future. Like, I'll need a lot of stuff before I'm at that point. Like, I need better equipment, I need a good schedule, I need the discipline to actually do it. The most important ingredient. Because I have been known to find excuses not to do things. Procrastination is easy, you know. It can be comfortable to... Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna detail these crossed legs for now because it's just gonna look weird. There I go again, trying to add detail when it isn't relevant yet. Right. So here we've got Benedict, just enjoying the sunshine, and here we've got Josephine, also enjoying the sunshine and reading from presumably the Holy Word of God. Or maybe a magazine, I don't know what Josephine does in her spare time. Spirits Illustrated. Right, so she'd be resting it on this hand and turning the page, I guess, with the other hand. Something like that. You notice that I've been more comfortable sketching this than this already, because I've been way too scratchy on this one. What kind of meme did you find, Dead Vesum? Was it a dank meme? Dank memes. I do like a good meme every now and then. Right, so we've got our 2 characters sitting here. Like right now it's just pretty basic stuff. Oh, Homestar. I am not too familiar with that, I'm afraid. Sorry. Right, I haven't been paired with any other streamer on Watch Me Work yet, so I don't need to comment on them in particular, because they don't exist. But no, I'm not too familiar with Homestuck, unfortunately. I've heard of it, but I haven't actually gotten into it. You know how that goes. You become aware of something through internet culture, but you never end up actually checking the source. Well, I like this so far. I'll need to do some reworking on Josephine, clearly, but let's not get stuck continuously doing tweaks to the same thing. Oh, that's a bother, Robin. Is the bitrate too high to stream consistently to your computer? Okay, I've already turned it down a little bit because my internet is also not so good. That is, it's supposed to be real quick, you know, like 8 MB per second or something, but then it's unstable and it tends to sync to like a few 100 KB randomly. So I guess it evens out to about 2 MB per second. Or, yeah. So I had this idea for this background where you see like two trees growing apart. And it'd be like a symbol for these two people with their very different views. Except, well, the trees that are most like flexible looking are, you know, palm trees, right? Palm trees. So I could do a palm tree here, but as if my piece wasn't anachronistic enough in terms of the technology and stuff, it's gonna look even more like it doesn't fit. I think it's kind of funny, but I don't think you'd see like a palm tree in post World War II Germany. At least I guess not. But you get the basic gist. I do want like a tree growing from, like what I just did in the original was do like, oh look, little broccoli. But I think I want to do, if I'm gonna implement trees, I need to do something fun with them, right? I kind of like, so I picked an example from rural Germany. I do like these trees, but you'll notice they're pretty stable, but they tend to grow to one side, so maybe I'll try something like that. Slightly thinner trunk with branches growing to one side. You know, I'll try that. Should keep it simple. Oh, the stream is stuttering. Like visually or in the audio or both? Like I'm gonna fiddle with OBS for a bit, but I'm worried it'll implode. Just a second. Let me check the settings. Let's see, how many frames have we dropped? We've dropped 626 frames, or 1% of all the frames. That's pretty bad, so that could be it. Yeah, the quality is dipping. I can see it on my side as well. I've knocked down the quality a little bit. Hopefully it'll stay better now. Sorry about the stutters, guys. It's something I'm trying to work on. But you know how it is. Even when you get good internet, sometimes it's just unstable. Especially if you don't use a cable. And speaking of cables, I should really use one. So, two trees growing behind two people with a very different view. Both growing, but both growing in a different direction. Isn't that beautiful and symbolic and tragic in its own way? I'd like to think so, but maybe it's just pretentious. It's so pretentious I could get a film school degree. I did not think of that joke, but I'll steal it. Not that film school is necessarily pretentious, mind you, but it's just a stereotype. It's a joke. I don't know why I'm justifying myself. No one is making a problem of it, but you know how it is. Like I'm trying not to draw trees like a child, like a child. Well, that sounds kind of mean when I say it like that, but I do have a tendency to do broccoli trees, right? Because that's the first thing I think of. Which is fine, but these for this game, for this style, that's just not what I need. And I keep spitting on my screen, which is also not a good idea. And it also doesn't make the art look any better. Right, let's see. Is it any better, the stuttering? Like, keep me updated if you... it's a big help if you guys do offer your feedback on both the art and the progress of the art itself. I'm probably not gonna go far beyond the whole sketching phase, but I do appreciate you offering any interesting thoughts about this piece as of so far. Also, if I start talking complete nonsense, don't worry, that happens a lot. Well, I like this piece so far. Like, it's very simple, very basic, but I like the direction it's going in so far. Of course, it's still very empty. So let's add some steam to Benedict's coffee. Does anyone remember the awesome face? I'm sure everyone remembers the awesome face. There's this brand of comment on YouTube or social media in general where someone will say like something in the spirit of no one will remember this thing, and literally everyone will remember it. But then again, it depends on where you comment, I suppose. By the way, I think I need to keep shouting it out because I feel... Oh wow, vocals. I feel like I need to keep shouting it out, but this is Insane in the Rain music on YouTube. He does a lot of cool stuff with games music, so be sure to check out his channel. This is not an acknowledged sponsorship or anything. I'm just playing his stuff in the background like a moocher, like a robber, like a real superhero. The problem with making references when you don't have any like talent in terms of voice acting is that probably no one will get it. Ah well. Looks like someone else is coming home, so there may be some noise or muted audio for a little bit. Don't worry if that happens. It's just me fighting off my inner demons. Alright, so... Oh, it's not stuttering for you, that wasn't? Alright, that's fortunate. Yeah. It was a pretty popular meme last year. Wow, that was unnecessarily scary. Alright. Insane in the Rain music has this Yoshi's Island medley that I really love. It's also 10 minutes long, so I can just keep it going for a little bit. So again, this is Insane in the Rain music, no spaces or capital letters. Look him up on YouTube. And as for me, I'm Arjen, known by the channel Arjen Design. I kind of want to do something in the background because if you'll notice the original thumbnail didn't have much more than this, right? It had the characters, the bench, the trees, the sun, and the clouds. So I could do the clouds. And that would probably be an interesting thing. Right, for those of you just joining, in case you're wondering what the title is about, I am working on a visual novel, or have been working on it for a while. I wanted to revamp the visual style, so I'm doing some, ideation to figure some stuff out for it. You can watch the whole backlog of streams on Dutch Game Philosophy on YouTube. I'm working on getting the name of that channel changed. That's just how I used to call my channel when I was even more awkward than I am right now. Seriously, you should look at the old logo. It's no longer there, but it was like, what was it? A cross with like a clog in it. It's like, oh man, I was really pushing the whole Dutch angle there. Like I used to, when I was younger, it's still kind of true, but when I was younger, I used to be like really fond of having people acknowledge that I was Dutch. Kind of, especially because I kind of felt like we were underrepresented in the media, as weird and goofy as that sounds. Hey, we all have our weird stuff when we're younger. But yeah, that's why I've always had an affinity for acknowledgements of the Netherlands in media. Nowadays, it's not that important, but it's still cute. I definitely appreciate little design details that are Western European, windmills and such. I mean, you gotta love a windmill, right? Right, so we've got the sun and the clouds, 2 trees, 2 characters on a bench. We may need something in the background. This one just has more trees. This reference is more like a cityscape, I guess. Or more like a village. It's not really a cityscape when it's an old German village. Just checking all the... I never know if people comment here or there, Twitch is the only one that's pretty easy to follow for me, but there's also Watch Me Work and YouTube. So, by the way, hello everyone on YouTube. Thanks for attending my stream. I appreciate it. I notice people on YouTube don't tend to chat very much, but that's fine. I'm just happy people are enjoying the stream. And if you do have any requests or feedback or whatever, you can always post them in the chat if you want. I'm starting to regret putting the perspective line this low. It doesn't really make sense, right? Because the furthest object would have to be very close, I think. You know what? I'm just gonna mess with the perspective and I'll fix whatever gets messed up by this later. Yeah, it was just a bit too low, I do need some room for background details. Yeah, maybe. Like, there needs to be some context as to what this is. So here's a little road that also canvases it a little bit. Like, one good thing to do with a drawing is to have a natural canvas. To kind of have the drawing lock itself in. Well, it kind of depends on what the feel you're going for, I guess. For this to still work, the perspective points would need to be very far away. Well, whatever. Now I've confused myself. That's awkward. Well, anyways, this is just a sketch, so I shouldn't be so concerned about the details yet. I have a tendency to really choke my progress by being like, yeah, but I gotta fix this line. It's that's not the way to do it. It's about the overall concept, not about the little details, the little trivaling details. Let's grab this reference. And let's scale it up a little bit to see what's happening here. Yeah, there's like multiple layers of village going up a hill. It's kind of cool. Like maybe there's a horizon line and then a hill behind there. I do love this music. It's Yoshi's Island. Definitely a game worth experiencing. One of the first games that went for having a distinct art style. Like way back when, you just kind of made what you could make with the pixels you had. You know, there were art styles in terms of colors and levels of detail, but this was the first game that really distinctly said, okay, we want to have a crayon style, right? We want to look like this game was drawn with crayons. And I think that's a very cool thing. It's one of the first games that really decided consciously to have an art style like that. I believe it was made in protest of more realistic looking, quote unquote realistic looking games that used like pre-rendered graphics like Donkey Kong Country. It's been said that Miyamoto wasn't a fan of those particularly. Like perhaps he wasn't a fan of the graphics in any case, so he went for this rather than going for 3D renders. He was like, let's make a distinctive style, right? So, well, that's the way I heard it anyway. I'm not did you know gaming. I don't know gaming. I barely know anything at all. Right, so the perspective is a mess. I got it. Like, once we're gonna turn this into a full-blown drawing, I'm gonna fix how all the perspective works. Like, this is essentially just a larger version of the thumbnail. Thumbnail. Yikes. Anglophones and their THs. Dutch, we just use a good old F. Anyways, is everyone still enjoying their evening? Or working on your own things while having the stream in the background? Or just looking at the progress? What's going on with everyone? I hope you're all having a pleasant Friday evening. Lord knows, it's always nice when a week is coming to an end, I guess. There's something satisfying about the Friday. You know, you're done with the week, kind of. There's always stuff to do in the weekend, of course, but it's a symbolic thing. I guess it's a leftover thought from the student days. You know how it goes. Even though you kind of practically are always kind of working, Friday still has this kind of atmosphere. Oh, right. I didn't know Polish people had trouble with the TH, but I think that's a problem for a lot of people in general. It's kind of it doesn't occur in that many languages, I don't think. I haven't seen it around very much. A TH like that, like the weird tongue pressed against the front teeth thing. Even I can do it, but I need to think about it. There we go. I need to think about it when I do it, because if I don't, I'll start using it where it doesn't apply. Like if there's a second word with an F in it, I'll also use the TH instead, because I'm in that mode. Like, okay, here it comes. I gotta do the TH. Gotta do the TH and really be a proper English speaker. I gotta convince everyone I am a professional English speaker. So I do the TH and yeah. Right, so you do need to work. Hopefully it's going to be not too busy, you know. Like, working in the weekend can be fine if there isn't too much pressure and there's the sunshine, you know. It can be kind of just it's not that bad to have something to do, I guess. I'm not sure if you like working in the weekends. It's gonna be different for everyone. Right, so you see the kind of the village Hof, I guess, in the distance here, kind of behind this hill and in front of the other hill. Oh, I just had like an idea, like I had this moment, right, this moment where I suddenly had a burst of inspiration, of artistic prowess, you might say. Well, it's not really artistic prowess since I still can't draw, but you know how it is. So I had this thought, right, because this drawing is kind of showing this divide between the two people. This is the town, right, with like a church-like tower, I guess. And that's very much what Josephine represents, right? She represents the living. She represents the people of Hof, the living ones. Whereas Ben, our good friend Ben here, kind of represents the ghosts a little bit. Like he's more on the he's a bit of an undead sympathizer, you might say. So maybe what we should have on this side is a graveyard, right? That would make it a cool little symmetrical composition, but with 12 days straight. That is pretty. That's pretty tough. Yeah. Hopefully you can get some rest soon. Yeah, it's no fun to never have any rest. Yeah, I like this idea. So on Benedict's side, even though he looks like casual and friendly, you got this graveyard, and on Josephine's side, even though she looks kind of stern, you have like the living, bustling town. Yeah, I'm kind of liking where I'm going with this piece. I'm kind of just rambling, philosophical and pretentious things, but I like where this is going. So once we're at about the hour mark, I'm gonna cut this short, and not the stream, mind you. I'm gonna move over to doing some cute little doodles, because I feel like variety is gonna be a very cool thing to stick with. So to give you like a little preview, this, I didn't draw this. These are characters from Super Paper Mario. I thought about like drawing a few of these, like just to see how that would go. They're weirdly shaped characters, but I like them. I'm not sure if that says something bad about my taste in in art or characters, but you know how it is. Nostalgia. Nostalgia can blind. But regardless, I'm gonna try and doodle those characters. Just a simple redo of them, not like a complicated scene with them or anything. And then we're gonna call it short. And then I'll have done 2 different tasks, namely make a little sketch for our good buddy Benedict and our good friend Josephine, and also made some cool little fan art to share with the communities that I'm part of. Because I think it's important to build up some awareness. Lately I've been doing some more Paper Mario fan art and some more little original doodles in general, and I find that that really does help getting eyes on your work. Like, people like to see the familiar in what you draw. And that can be a negative because, you know, you have to rely on things that people like. But on the other hand, especially if you like go into a topic you hadn't seen before, it can be real interesting. Ah, it's a Ballad of the Windfish. And like maybe a little building here, like a morgue or something. So is anyone else working on a cool art project or anything right now? Just a sketch or a doodle? I'm always happy to hear other people working on their artistic stuff as they join in on the stream. It's like a mausoleum. But yeah, once I get my act together, maybe I can get a Twitch affiliate status. And that should be interesting. Like, it's not something I'm gonna actively work really hard on, because you know how it is. But might as well, you know. Alright, so the only thing I'm concerned about right now, and this is something I'd like some... Oh, that's cool, Thomas. Yeah. Oh, right, that dragon drawing. Yeah, that's really cool. Ah, right, Robin. Hopefully you can get back to drawing in the nearby future. Like, other stuff can get in the way, but, you know... Yeah, the only thing I'm unsure about with this drawing is, like, this bit. Is this too long? Is this too much errant, too much empty space? Is it too much? Because I don't want, like, on the having a large empty space can give a certain atmosphere, but if you do it poorly, it just looks lazy or empty or boring. So I'd actually like some thoughts on, like, the middle part of this drawing. So I'll designate it with a red pencil so you can see what I'm talking about, because I tend to yammer on. Well, doodles are an important part of being an artist. Like, just scribbling something is already an important step, you know. Like, you can't always be making a full painting. I rarely actually do, like, full paintings either. Like, most of what I do are also doodles in my sketchbook. Little portraits, little poses. That's already a very good thing to be doing. So I think that's worth mentioning, but... Thomas, you're making steady progress on the dragon drawing then? The last time you showed it, you already had some real nice colors picked out for it, so I'm really excited to see what you're gonna do with it next. Right, so the part I was talking about is this this bit right here. Like, looking at my drawing, right, I'm kind of unsure if this large empty space, it's not exactly empty, but if it needs to be removed or if there just needs to be something more in there. Right, so I mean this area I've marked in red, like do you feel like this should be shortened? Or do you feel like I should just add more material here? Or is both a valid solution? I'm genuinely curious what you think. I think one problem is I tend to draw, I almost always draw in landscape. So I kind of approached, even though the canvas is vertical, I kind of approached it like a landscape. So most of the detail is all centered right here. And this bit above here is just kind of there. Yeah, maybe that's just something I'll need to think about next time. Anyways, we have come up on the 1 hour mark, or close to it, so I'll probably pick one of these characters and do a quick doodle, and that should be about it. Because I think doing some fan art is always fun. Mountains in the distance. That is possible, definitely. The problem is this being, I think, southeast Germany. I'm not sure if that's too mountainous. I'll have to check, though. Yeah, I guess there are some mountains in southeast Germany. Anyway, I guess the accuracy of it doesn't really matter that much. It's more about capturing the atmosphere. I'll put a mountain, see if that works. What? It definitely looks cool, but it's I wonder how accurate it is to have a mountain like this. Let's see. Just looking at some random pictures from Bavaria, which is the province Hof is in, there are some, mountains in the background, so it's not that unlikely, I guess. Mountains are a bit more flat, though. So I'll adhere to that. Always good to check the references. Like the more pointy mountains, I think, are more in the east. But anyway, that looks pretty interesting. Thanks for the suggestion, Robin. Definitely think the idea of having a mountain in the distance could be interesting. Like maybe have like rivers flowing down it or something, or have some trees. But I'll work on that next time, because my time is just about running out for this piece. I still have like one small thing to do, so I'll probably make a doodle of Dementio. That's this guy. And then I'll call it done for now. People who visited the stream like midway through and are looking now are like, what? How did we get from the German landscape to this thing? Characters with no limbs, or rather only a few limbs, always remind me a little bit of Rayman. He's kind of the original limbless hero. But Dementio's hands are also separate from his body. But his legs, he still does have legs, so that's one thing. I hear Super Mario 64 gameplay in the background. It's not the people putting sound effects in their music videos. Disgraceful. A Yeti, that might be interesting. I mean, we've already got ghosts in the story, so we might as well add some more supernatural phenomena, you know? Yeah, I just gotta make this a quick doodle. Let's see, how are we doing for time anyway? 1 hour and about 5 minutes. With his creepy mask face. Not even sure what you describe this pose as, but you know, just a quick doodle. Take a shot every time I say the word doodle. If he's gonna have like one leg forward like that, he should kind of be leaning backwards, like he's essentially almost falling over with laughter or something like that. Which would fit a jester, I guess. It's gonna be a bit unbalanced, but that's the whole point, because he's kind of almost falling over. I just got a few basic shades in. Anyway, that was just an experimental thing. I figured I'd close off the stream by doing like a slightly different sketch, just to see how the whole variation thing would work. Let's see. So it's been a pretty short one, but I think that's enough for a quick Friday evening stream. But thanks to Robin, Thomas, and Deadvesm for showing up to the stream. It's always nice to have you guys here, and I will see you next time. So have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.